I am a bull, and let me explain why. We've talked about, obviously, this post I made the other day. Covered it twice in videos now, so I'm not going to cover it again, but you can go and check it out on my Twitter feed there if you want to. But basically, I think sentiment is overly bearish. Bitcoin has just chopped within a range for a while. We've taken some liquidity below some of the range lows. We haven't broken the swing low, really. But I don't know if we will. I think this could be the bottom. I think we might have bottomed already. We had that daily close above the range lows yesterday. And now I think we're ready to really pack it in and send it off, basically. I feel equities in general have been pumping the last few days. I think the macro backdrop is pretty decent in terms of PPI coming in lower than expected, like shock lower, CPI coming in lower than expected. Equities absolutely flying, as you can see. It's only a certain amount of time until that rotates into crypto, in my honest opinion. But let's get into a few other reasons why I might think that. In terms of sentiment, this narrative pops up every single time we're at a low for Bitcoin. US government sees Bitcoin on the move, Mt. Gox stuff. This always pops up at the lows, and I don't know why that is. But as I said, I genuinely feel like this normally marks the bottom, because it does. We've also got this from 360 Trader. People talking about, oh, it's the end of the whales are accumulating, and that isn't normally when the cycle ends. That's normally towards a low or a bottom. Whales obviously dump highs, dump into the cycle high, dump into the cycle high, and now they're actually accumulating while price is sitting at these levels. So something to keep your eye on there. Not only that, but a good trader in the space, Rect Proof, he's been talking about this price action for a while. I follow a few different traders, and I have my own opinions on trading, and I've showed you my different wave counts of Bitcoin. I've showed you where I thought there would be price action. I've talked about this gap actually specifically. We talked about that, and we used Velo. I think it might even be still in there on my Velo chart. So let's actually check if that gap's still there, just so I can show on YouTube. Here we go. This is that gap. Look, we didn't quite hit that gap. This is the gap from the previous dip. Sorry. Now he's talking about the gap here, which you can see. If I just move that up to here, this is the gap that he's talking about there. He says, look, it comes down, it touches into the fair value gap, and then we start to push off, which is where we are right now. So with that being said, I do think there's potential it could come into this range, but, and this is the big but, so the range is between 63,000 and 64,550. The but is everyone's waiting for that range. And this is what happens within ranges, guys. People wait. This is where you'd look to enter a trade. People wait for this range. And because everyone's waiting for the range, people try and front run the range so those traders don't get filled. And then you find your low just above the range. That's quite often the things that happens. Also, something to look at here is, as price has been coming down recently, we have still held this open interest pretty high. We've got the funding rate, which is not so positive. It keeps wicking into negative territory. It's not massively green, and we've got open interest still relatively high. That would indicate to me there's quite a lot of shorts in play right here, so we could see quite a fast squeeze out of this range up towards new all-time highs, I guess. So if we look back at Rect Proof's little chart, cool, we've come down below the range, tagged them, closed above the range, and now he's looking for highs, and I would say that I agree with that analysis. Before we move on to anything, not that I'm endorsing this or anything like that, guys, but I want you to be aware that Waka Flocka Flame is dropping a token on Monday. If you guys are interested in celebrity tokens or not, I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. He's been in quite a lot of spaces, and there's a bit of hype around it. We know that some of these tokens have rallied to decent numbers, so I'm just throwing it out there for those of you who are interested. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm literally just showing you. So this is my thoughts on Bitcoin. There's that low that I was talking about with the fair value gap on my Bitcoin chart here. If we also look at the 4 hour, this is something that's been really indicating to me where lows could be coming in. We had that bounce there, had the lower low in price action. This is what you call a bullish divergence. So we had the lower low in price action and a higher low in the RSI, meaning that momentum is starting to move back. This is a momentum indicator, the RSI, relative strength index. Momentum starting to move back to the upside, but price is still lagging behind the momentum. This is where you should see a push out of this zone. Finally, just to finish off this week, today's video, it's Saturday today, the Euro started last night. I watched Germany versus Scotland. I talked about this in my Telegram chat. If you're not in my Telegram chat, it's free to join. I just literally post in there every now and then, like about things I'm interested in, thoughts, these sorts of things. We talked about Truth at 1 million market cap. I actually did sell it about 3.5 million, so I only made like a 3.5x. I put that in my Telegram chat, and then it ripped up, and yesterday it was up at 12 million, and now it's at 9.4, so that was a nice little call. I've actually entered into Duck. This is a community takeover meme coin. I got in about what the market cap is now. Whether this is going to be a decent project or not, I have no idea. Just saw decent volume. I saw some chatter about it on Twitter. We're a long way still from all-time highs. Nice 400% move to all-time highs. With the volume coming back in, community takeover chatter, there's about 6,000 or 7,000 people in the Telegram chat. I was like, cool, at 1.8 mil market cap, let's have a stab. Whether it's going to be any good or not, I don't know. The other tokens I'm looking at the minute are, in terms of meme coins, this is just messing around, guys. Like, I'm not big in these at all. You're looking at like Kane. For the Euros, I'm looking at Kane tokens, obviously pushing today nicely. We've got Jude. I'm looking at Jude, as in Jude Bellingham, obviously not spelled like this in real life, but these are the tokens I've got my eye on. Just some different Euro tokens, just for a bit of fun. But guys, in terms of seriousness, I'm ready for the crypto space to start moving up again now. We're in some spot positions on alts. I think things like AVAX, I think that's going to have decent performance going forwards. I like the look of AVAX. I like the look of HBAR. I like Ethereum DeFi projects. And as I said yesterday, I like privacy tokens. I also think we're coming somewhere for XRP. I genuinely do. Like, we're getting to that time in the cycle where everyone's doom and gloom on XRP and it feels awful, but I think we're ready to do something there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, Flare Networks, I talked about that yesterday as well, but wow, Flare, I'm interested in. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If I missed anything, is there anything you're interested in that you would like me to cover? Just let me know. Peace up, A-Town down, as Usher would say. Thanks for tuning in.